Bye. Oh my god. Sorry, guys. Can't believe that. Oh, Dave. Sorry, mate. I got disconnected. I got disconnected, and I think what it was, my power cable came out of my laptop, and obviously the battery went down, and then it just cut off. It didn't even give me a warning. And then when I powered it back up again, it wouldn't let me reconnect. So I just had to do another live stream. So this is the second live stream, 2 live streams in a row. So yeah, I didn't just rush off and leave you all. I know everyone's jumped ship, Dave. Yeah, I don't blame them. Oh, camper van transition you back. Nice. Yeah, I didn't want to leave it like that. I thought I can't just leave it where I got cut off. So did I just disappear completely? Because that's what it just shut down. Yeah, I didn't want to leave it like that. Yeah, tax. That was the question, wasn't it, Dave? The only way you can get away with paying tax is either be completely off radar and do all sort of cash work, or you earn less than the tax threshold, which I think is about 11.5 grand, is it now? Desmond Donners, Dave, you back as well. Thank you, mate. Yeah, it just cut off. It just me laptop power lead came out or wasn't quite connected, and I just lost power completely. So it's all in now. So we're back. Yeah, I didn't want to leave you all like that. Just shut down. So I thought I'd come back on, do another live, come back on. So we're all back and running. Yeah, as soon as you mentioned tax, Barry, that's right, mate. It's funny that, isn't it? Mention tax, everything shuts down. But yeah, officially, everyone must pay their taxes. And as a taxi driver, that's dead true. You have to give invoices. Yeah, I mean, I do my tax return online every year, and I've got obviously all my receipts, all repairs and bills and everything. And actually, I'm supposed to be able to claim as a self-employed person or sole trader. I'm supposed to be able to claim, clothing and footwear and food. I can have like a lunch and stuff like that, and I don't ever really put that through. I suppose I should really. Wasn't a tax man, Dave. No, it's well, I don't think it was. It might have been, but no, my tax returns are all up to date. Tax is theft. I'll tell you what, Dave. Um, in a lot of ways, it is um, because we pay tax on everything. And I sat there and thought about it once. Well, imagine how much tax everything we buy. Imagine the tax that's been generated, the government's generated from that. Yeah, so say you go out and buy a laptop, you've got the retailer that's charged VAT, so you've paid 20% VAT on that. Then the wholesaler that sold it to the retailer has paid tax on that sale. The manufacturer that manufactured the whole unit has paid tax on the whole unit to the wholesaler. Every component that's been manufactured in that thing has probably been taxed as well. So you go right back to the raw materials has had tax on it. So it's a fortune, an absolute fortune we pay in tax. That's without any income tax, you know. Posh Cats, evening. This is the second attempt at live stream because the first one got cut off. You're right, guys. Are you are you in the Ipswich area, or you off travelling still? I think Kev Wandering Womble, he's not come back. He's obviously taking the opportunity to have a lay down. Bless him, the old man. He's having a little lie down. It's probably right, Campervet. It's probably right, mate. At 40 quid, probably. But it obviously goes down, obviously less and less and less and less in tax as you go down towards the components. But there's a lot of every process has had a tax on it. You're home in Ipswich now, yeah. Couple of weeks and then off again. How the other half live, eh? I don't know. You do get to some places, mate, I'll tell you. You do get about. I particularly like the camping and caravanning club sites. I quite like the idea of them. The small 5 pitch ones, you know. Oh man, Tony, just joined. Yeah, it was a bit. It did. Yeah, Tony. It was a bit of a party political broadcast for a moment, but that's finished with now. No politics, no religion. NHS should not treat smokers. If it wasn't for the smokers, the NHS. See, we're going back. We're going back onto. Well, it's not politics, but keep paying your taxes. Yes. Talking to yourself on the other live, Kev. I said you hadn't come back on because you gone for a lay down. Thing is, Kev, when you was talking to yourself, was someone answering? Because that's very worrying. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what I saw today. I took a photo of it, but it's not very good because I had to zoom in. It's only digital on the phone, isn't it? Outside the van, I was just sitting here, cup of tea, because I had the day off, messing about. Looked out the window, and there was a green woodpecker. But he weren't pecking at wood, he was pecking at the ground. A green woodpecker with a red head. And apparently, he is the third, no, it's the largest woodpecker of the 3 native UK species. Just thought I'd let you know that because it must be quite a rare sight, and particularly in Essex. So I was well pleased with that. I sent a picture of it to my little grandson. He's getting the only sensible answer he's got all night. Yeah. My pecker was a purple head. Was it though? You're gonna stop bashing it, mate. Have a word with the bishop. Yeah. So I've come on for the second live because I got cut off, and I've got new people that must have got a notification, which is awesome. It's brilliant. Bashing the bishop. There's a bit of a story behind that, Dave. Me and my mates used to have such a laugh, and they knew some religious people, and I dressed up as a vicar once. They didn't know me. I dressed up as a vicar. I went down there and pretended I was a vicar. They didn't. No, they weren't religious. They didn't like religious people. That's what it was. And then I turned up, and they just said, "Oh, it's our local vicar." And I walked in dressed as a vicar, and they went all quiet. It was hilarious, absolutely hilarious. Have you got your diesel waiting? I haven't actually. It's not running at the moment. I said earlier that um, I only feel the cold in the van when the outside temperature reaches about 3 degrees. So I reckon probably in the next hour what I would do is I would turn the diesel heater on and I'd let it warm the place through, and then I'd just turn it off just before bed. Evening, Simon. Evening. It was a treat to see a woodpecker, Tony. It was, mate. You just don't see them, do you? It's on the ground. Love fancy dress. Honestly, David, it was hilarious dressing up as a vicar. And I walked in and I was going, "Oh, hello, Julie, hello," and all that. And then I said, I was at the vicarage. I put on the voice. I was at the vicarage. And I suddenly saw the bishop. And as I went to walk past, I knocked into him, suddenly realised I'd bashed the bishop. As I said. And they were just, oh, really? It's so funny. It was all being serious. I wonder what your sort of fancy dress is, Dave. You know what I mean? Lady Godiva and all that. Only at the weekends. Yeah. I don't know. It's all in danger of going downhill again. I don't know if people do fancy dress parties anymore, do they? They don't seem to. They used to be a thing once. People used to do a lot of fancy dress stuff and that, but don't seem to sort of do it anymore. There was always parties. I remember like driving a taxi Fridays and Saturday nights, and you're always picking up people in fancy dress going to parties, but you don't see it now. In fact, there used to be loads of fancy dress shops. You don't see them either. Tutu. Yeah, I'd need a free. Two J's on the. Oh, I love J's. Oh, did you film it, Podcasts? Did you film? Oh, you didn't film it. Wish you had a GoPro. Yeah, that Jays are probably my favourite bird. They probably are my absolute favourites. They're all the different colours. I love it. Yeah, too slow with the camera. Yeah, you got to be quick, ain't you? You got to be there really with it in your hand, ready, and just do it. But fancy dress, they call it Parliament. Yeah, they're all getting Ubers. They are. Big crackdown in my area soon because they're all driving illegally. Eugene, how you doing, mate? You all right? It's good to see you. Dress paint me. Fancy dress paint meet, Simon. Yeah. We've got a paint meet 2020 next year. So we'll dress up. Couple of J's most mornings eating peanuts from the feeder. Oh, yeah, I like them, Tony. They're really nice. Lovely birds, they are. Lovely. Yeah. Fancy dressing Rayleigh near the old police station. That's right, there is, isn't there, Barry? Opposite. If you come out onto the T junction, do a left. It's over that side, isn't it? I remember that now. It's quite a big shop. Yeah, that's the only one I can think of now in this area. Yeah, blimey, don't see them. Tell the other thing and all. People used to have like what were they called? Parties where the women would dress up as schoolgirls, blokes would dress up as school. What is that about? That was a bit iffy, wasn't it? Like the cool curtain. Must be a woman job. Like that. That's actually there's a curtain behind there and a blanket. It just separates until I get a proper curtain. Does the job. It's just my little pikey way of separating it off. What's left to do on the van, and can we see what you've done? Well, Simon, I can't really show you what I've done at the moment, but there is a lot to do. I've got to do this new wiring in the back door where it all got crunched up. I've got the wiring loom, but I've got to do that. I've got to wire some lights on the roof. I've got lights for the back and the side. That's got to be wired on the roof. Installed. I've got to put on my side door here. I've got to put another sheet of ply and a carpeted sheet of ply on that, and carpet the ply that's on the back doors. Got to put some high level. I don't want cupboards. I want like shelves along the top, so it's easy to just put stuff in and out. Bits of trim that's got to go up everywhere. Cables got to be tidied up. There's just so much to do, and I just haven't got around to doing it. Proper curtain across the door. Proper curtain across here. See, I've got this. This is like a silver foil that I put up at the window. That's all it is, with some magnets, and it actually does the job really well, and it provides some insulation. It's actually quite good. Yeah. So I need all that tidied up, really. Just had notice that Montu's gone live. Has he? No, not from the waist down. Oh, cheers, David. Go to video thumbs up. Thank you, mate. Vickers and tarts. Is that what it was, Tony? It was something like that, wasn't it? The fancy dress things, yeah. St Trinians. Yeah, fancy a bit of St Trinians. When I had a minibus on Davita's, loads of fancy. There were, Barry, weren't there? There used to be more, didn't there? Much more than there is now. There's always people going to fancy dress parties. Yeah, I didn't know you worked for Davita's. That was a while back, wasn't it? Beef curtains, David. Don't think I need to see you with players short skirt. Oh, that's not what you're saying, Pochka. What are you saying? I think I'd look alright in a short skirt, halter neck, and a pair of slingbacks. Especially in cerise. It's my colour. I've got the door loom, Barry. I've got the door loom. I haven't attempted to put it in yet because I'm just frightened I'm going to mess it up. I will do it. I've got to do it. Yeah. You got a scrap Mark 7 over the yard, have you? Oh, that's handy to know. Is it proper scrapped? There's people taking a lot of stuff off already. Is it a high top like this one? Can't think what I might need. Straight hair, curly tail. Yeah. I've got a tooth missing. I had it taken out last year. And I haven't bothered getting one because the tooth next to it's loose. I thought I'll wait till that comes out and then I'll have a proper false one put in. I hate that, huh? It's horrible, isn't it? Like a farmer. We could fit over yard together. Yeah. I'd like to rent one of them places, Barry. I'd like to. I wouldn't mind renting one of them. You need one as well, Kev. Rear door loom. I've got mine. I'll tell you where I got mine. I was struggling to find one for the right money. I saw them on eBay. They wanted like 50 quid. Just a little bit of wiring. And Hang on, bear with me. Excuse me, I've got my legs out. I'm back. That's all it is. That's all it is. So, apparently, that bit goes into the, that end goes into the bit in the vehicle body, and that bit goes into the door, and it slides, that fits into the door. So when you open and shut the door, it slides in like this. Suit you, sir. But this bit on mine has snapped all across here. Snapped. So all this came out, and then when I went to shut the door, it just all crushed up on itself. So that's got to be fitted, and I managed to get it for 20 quid by going on one of them online breakers yard sites where they search the country. So yeah, medium wheelbase, semi-high. All right. I ain't got a bull bar on it, Barry, is it? I have a bull bar. They can gum you. I want to buy a LED light bar. What's the best one to buy? The curved one. LED light bar. I've got two. I bought two small light bars. They're only about this 6-7 inches long, just to go on the back and the side. I just got it off of Amazon. Got two in a box off of Amazon. But they're quite powerful, I think. I am back, Kev. I didn't want to leave you all like that when I just got cut off. Semi and high are all the same. It's not the true. It's not true. Yeah, and that's true, Kev. That is a problem. You can buy a plate that goes in to protect the wires. We could tuck up, Kev. I mean, supply. Well, Barry, you've got the van, mate. You've got the loom, and I've got Kev's phone number. So if you want to do a deal, let us know. You got my number, Barry. Let us know, and I'll pass it on to Kev, and we'll see what we can do. Are you going to drill into the can to fit the light bars, not into the van to fit the light bars, Dave? Well, this is a problem. This is a real big problem because I've got CCTV cameras as well, right, which are brilliant. But the wires come through the door because I can't get a housing to put with glands to put the cables through without cutting the cables because of the connectors, and I would never be able to wire those connectors up again. So I don't know. I need to look. But if you look at Gadget John's channel, he's just put lights on his van and CCTV cameras, and he's used one power feed. So he's got one cable going through the roof. So I might look at if there's some way I can do that. Just one cable through the roof and connect it all up on the roof. You're not allowed to call them bull bars. They are spotlight brackets. Ah, right. Spotlight brackets. I've got the loom. You've got the lube. That's the date, Dave. That's it, mate. I'm going to need some lube to stop the same thing happening again. Bit of chafing. That's what caused it. 10% now, Dave. 10%. Well, yeah, 10% sounds all right. It's only a phone call, isn't it? I'll do 10%. Yeah, James, Gadget John's got the Halo View, yeah, and I looked at them. They're the wireless one, and they are really expensive. I just got mine off of eBay, and I think if you try and find one of my videos, I might have a link on there. That was like 140 quid or 130 quid or something for four, and they were puckered. They do do the job, but they're wired. They're not wireless ones. Um, Chinese ones, I think now. I used the holes from the beacons. An old network router. Oh, that's a good idea, Dave. Yeah, why not? You've already got the holes there, haven't you? Set of train horns. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, there. I quite like the idea of train horns, or one of them ones off of a boat, big ship. Yeah, I'll have to try that, Kev. One power cord to the lights, but I've got two wiring looms with two switches. I don't know. I'm not great. I'm not right up there with wiring. I need to. That's why I've not done it yet. I need to really work it out. I'll have to go to South Central, get them wired in. I've got the same holes, have I? I don't know. I'll have to check that out, Kev. I know there's some markings up there where I don't know. I don't know how them holes punch out. I bet they're loud, Mr. J. I bet they are very loud. I mean, you can hear it, can't you, when you hear a train goes past? They'll have to have some sort of air tank, wouldn't it? And quite a size. An old extinguisher. That's a good idea. Will it have enough pressure? Me at South Central to fit the lights in. Yeah, if the next South Central meet is March, and I still haven't wired them in, then that's your job, Kev. Definitely, mate. Definitely your job. I'll bring a load of wire in and whatever bits I might need. I need to get some more switches because I want that. The loom has got a switch on it, sort of dangly switch. I want to get proper switches, and I'd like to have more than one switch for the rear light, so that if I was reversing in the dark, I can switch it on from the cab as well as inside. Camper van transition night, mate. Oh, you're up at half four. You take care, mate. Yeah, don't work too hard. Thanks for coming on, mate. Appreciate it. Compressor and tank from a Range Rover. Do like Range Rovers. Not ditch that vape. Bit dangerous now. No, they're not dangerous, Eugene. Only in America. They're so regulated over here. Too regulated, really. But in America, they've been getting dodgy fluids. But I make all my own, so I know what goes in it. It's cold outside, baby. It's cold outside. Yeah, I have to put me diesel heater on soon because it started to feel it dropping. Let's see what the temperature's supposed to be outside. No, it's still. I think it's about 4 degrees or 5 degrees out there. the moment. So, but like I said before, if it drops to 3 degrees outside, then I would probably need to put the heater on inside. Or if it dropped to the inside temperature, if the inside temperature dropped to 13 degrees, then I would feel the heater has to go on. But until then, it doesn't really have to go on. It doesn't really fall down that low. Yeah. Yeah. Right, I think it's about time to wrap it up, guys. It's getting late, getting near my bedtime. And I'm going to go and make a cup of tea. Or go and make, I'm just going to turn and make a cup of tea. And watch a bit of telly and then think about going to bed. Oh, and eat some Pringles. I do like my Pringles. So, I think that's about it. But thanks everyone for coming on. Sorry about the live feed earlier when it all just collapsed because my power cord come out. But it's been awesome chatting to you all, guys. I really appreciate it. And Barry, give us a text or a call or whatever if you want to do a deal with Kev, and I'll let him know. And thanks again, everyone. I really appreciate all your support for not just the live stream, but all the videos as well. Your comments and your likes and whatever. I really appreciate it. So, all have a great night, guys. And I'll catch you next time. Cheers, everyone. See you later.